Welcome back to RellotalksSports. It's April 22nd, and I'm going to give you guys my predictions, over-unders, and the expected lineups for today's games. There are 4 games today. If you check out my previous video, it's me just catching up on the games because I did have a family emergency, so I wasn't able to do the videos or the podcast. Thanks for bearing with me. But let's go ahead and get right into this. The first game we have today at 1 o'clock p.m., Philly at Brooklyn Nets. Philly is up 3-0 right now. So let's get into these lineups and then I'll let you know my prediction. Philly has James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Paul Reed in the starting lineup, expected starting lineup. House is a game time decision, and Joel Embiid is not playing. He's out. For Brooklyn, the expected lineup is Dinwiddie, Bridges, Cam Johnson, Finney-Smith, and Nicholas Claxton. Nobody's out, no game time decisions for them. Even without Embiid, I still favor Philly in this one. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they do win this game right here. There's no Embiid. But then again, James Harden could pick up the slack, and he has Maxey right there with him. So just keep that in mind. And they have the role players on Philly. They have them. So if James Harden could get his 30 or 20-7, 21-7, and Maxey go for 15-5, and the rest of the team just fills in, I see them winning this game against Brooklyn. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Philly for that. Either way, I wouldn't be surprised if Brooklyn wins, but I still have Philly winning. Now let's go ahead over on the Underdog app and let's pick for this game over-unders. I use Underdog like I just said. There will be a link if you guys want to give it out in sports betting. Bet responsibly. Yeah, you guys could use my code RelloDMV, or you guys could use the link in the bio or in the description. If you deposit $5, they'll match it and give you another $5. Or if you deposit $100, they'll match it and give you another $100. They're having you with $200. So I think it's a good look. They're looking out for you guys for joining the app. They match your first deposit up to $100. Minimum is $5. That's why I say $5. But we're on the app right now, over higher or lower, over unders, whatever you want to call it, for Philly against Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is going to lose. So I'm going to pick 2 players from Brooklyn and pick 3 players from Philly. Philly, I'm probably going to go with James Harden for probably points. 23.5 points. I got him higher than that, 24 points. That's not hard to do for James Harden, especially when he's the main option and there's no other stars on the court. Tyrese Maxey, probably gonna go with him for rebounds or assists, depends. Rebounds and assists, rebounds and assists, 7.5 rebounds and assists. Higher, so he has to get 8 rebounds and assists or more. Tobias Harris, maybe. Tobias Harris is going to get some rebounds. We'll see. PJ Tucker. Yeah, we're going to stick with Tobias Harris, 7 rebounds, so he got to get 8 rebounds. Higher than that. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, for Michael Bridges, we're going to do a rebounds and assists, 8.5 rebounds and assists. So he has to get 9. He had that last game. He has 6 rebounds and 5 assists. He would have went well over that. So we're going to go with rebounds and assists for Michael Bridges. And the last person I'm going to pick is probably Claxton with the boards. Damn, he had 4 rebounds. That's it? Never mind. Take that back. Rewind. We're going to take Cam Johnson for the boards. He had 5 rebounds last game. He has to get 6 rebounds this game. Let's go through the picks. My final picks for this game. 76ers against the Nets. We have James Harden, 23.5 points higher, so 24 points or more. Tyrese Maxey, 7.5 rebounds and assists, so 8 rebounds and assists or more. Tobias Harris, 7 rebounds higher, so he has to get 8 rebounds or more. Michael Bridges, 8.5 rebounds and assists higher, more than 9 rebounds and assists. Cam Johnson has to get 6 rebounds or more, and that'll be green, all green. Let's just for game 1, that's Philly against Brooklyn. Now that we got that out the way, we go to game 2, which is Phoenix against the Clippers. Phoenix their expected lineup is Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Torrey Craig, and DeAndre Ayton. Cameron Payne is a game time decision. And for the Clippers, Westbrook, Eric Gordon, Norman Powell, Batum, and Zubac, with Paul George out and Kawhi Leonard out. Now, before I make my pick on this game, I just want to give you guys this narrative, this way of looking at things. Westbrook has played for OKC, Houston, OKC, Houston, the Wizards, the Lakers, and the Clippers. That's 5 teams. He's OKC. I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to put the blame on him. They didn't build the team. And then when they did have the team, it didn't work out. So we're not going to blame OKC. We're not going to get mad at OKC. Oh, Russell did everything he could for OKC. Left OKC, played for Houston. I really don't even remember what happened there. They did good. They made the playoffs. I guess Harden and Westbrook wasn't meant to match. Okay, but at least they played together. It's not like Harden was like, you know what, I'm going to just low manage, I'm going to stop playing and just let Westbrook take the blame if we are losing. Matter of fact, let's just go, I'm not even going to look at the teams he played for. I'm sorry we even went down that path. Let's just look at the players that Russell Westbrook has played with. And you tell me if you think the same thing what all these other analysts are saying. It's all Westbrook's fault. Let me know if you think the same thing. Okay, Westbrook has played with Oladipo, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. That's 7 stars. That's 7 star players, whether they're still stars or whether they aren't stars anymore or they aren't around anymore. They are stars. They were stars at one point in time. They play with Westbrook and they stopped playing, especially Paul George. He's doing it right now. They're playing with him and then they stop playing and then they start losing with just Westbrook, and then the blame falls on Westbrook. You know, if you were actually playing Paul George, Kawhi, LeBron, AD, Oladipo, if they actually played with Westbrook and got in with Westbrook, you know how many wins you guys would have had? But no, that's not how you guys do it. You guys do put the blame on Westbrook, and I'm not going to play. Right? So if we lose and get eliminated, man, Westbrook fucked this up. No, you fucked y'all up. You didn't play, remember? Westbrook's still on the court. You didn't play. So just keep that in mind. It's y'all blaming him for playing, but y'all not saying nothing. The dude over here just sitting back, kicking back, feet up, and there's a star player. There's a star player. If I just mentioned him and you heard his name, you would know he's a star player. They are star players. All the players I just named. Westbrook is on the court and they're on the bench. But it's his fault that we're losing. What's wrong with y'all? But now that that's out the way, I do have Phoenix winning this game because, like I just said, they got star players. they stopped playing with Westbrook and then let Westbrook play with the scrubs and then blame him for losing with scrubs when all the other stars are sitting on the bench. So yeah, I got Phoenix winning that one. I actually do have Phoenix finishing up this series in the next 2 games. They're playing in Los Angeles and then they go back to Phoenix. So if they win both of those games, that's the end of the series. Paul George and Kawhi ain't want to play, so unless they mysteriously come back after this game, win or lose, then they might have a shot, might have a chance. 3-1 is not likely for them to come back and win that series, but hey, the NBA nowadays, you never know. So I got Phoenix winning. Let's look at these over-unders. Let's look at KD. KD has been doing his thing, so I'm not going to be mad at him. I'm going to go KD for, let's see. I'm not sure what to put KD for. Points and assists. How many assists he had? Points and rebounds. I'm going to go points and rebounds. 35.5 points and rebounds. Kevin Durant. You got to get 36 points or rebounds. Devin Booker has been going crazy. He doesn't do I went under on him for for assists and rebounds, and it actually worked out in my favor. Because he's a scorer. He's a scorer. When you think about Devin Booker, you think about scoring. You don't think about everything else. So I'm gonna go with points higher than, I want to go higher than 2.5 3-pointers. So he's gonna have 3 threes or more for Devin Booker. It'd be crazy. I'd be seeing the shots he'd be pulling. They don't make the highlight reel because they'd be missing them, but he'd be shooting so confident. Like, I'm scared for defenders checking him, because you think you're doing something to him and he seems like he's not bothered at all. But if you send that double team, you got him. You got him. So you send that double team, you good. You ain't got to worry about him. Chris Paul, let's see. I need one more person from Phoenix, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick my 2 from the Clippers. Chris Paul, I would say, assists and rebounds higher than 14, because he had he had 7 and 6. Yeah, so he basically right underneath it. But he found his role. That's his role. He's not the Chris Paul we all know and love. The all-star Chris. He's not all-star Chris Paul no more. It's Chris Paul. Stay from Chris Paul. He gonna make sure that you're insured. He gonna insure you on the court. He ain't gonna do all the extra stuff. He gonna just make sure that you're insured, that you're covered. Shout out to State Farm. I know you got another State Farm commercial coming out soon. But Chris Paul, I'm gonna go higher than 14 rebounds and assists. So 15 rebounds and assists. And then let's go to the Clippers. Westbrook, since he's by himself now, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen. I'm gonna go points. We'll go points and rebounds, higher than 31.5 points and rebounds. He had 30 points and he had 8 rebounds, so that would have been higher. And the last pick, you probably just, since there's no other star player, you're just gonna pick something that I could see them doing. That's maybe Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon 7-2-4 last game. 7-2-4. With no Kawhi, he's gonna get more touches. But I don't know if he's gonna make any more shots. Make more shots with more touches. Usually, yeah, he does, but I'm not sure. Zubac, Norman Powell. Let's see, Norman Powell. Norman Powell for 2.5 assists. Higher. Now, this is my 5 picks for Phoenix against the Clippers. We have Kevin Durant, 35.5 points and rebounds, higher. We have Devin Booker, 2.5 3-pointers made higher, so he got to hit 3. Chris Paul, 14 rebounds and assists higher. You got to get 15 or more. Westbrook, 31.5 points and rebounds, 32 or higher. Norman Powell, 2.5 assists higher. You got to get 3 assists or more. 2 more games we got. We have Milwaukee at Miami. Milwaukee, their expected lineup is Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Middleton, Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Beside Antetokounmpo's name says game time decision, and Wesley Matthews is out. So now knowing that Giannis is a game time decision, that's a toss-up. It's a toss-up because if no Giannis and Jimmy Butler's on the other team, which I'm looking at their lineup, he's there. It's hard to go against Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy is something special. Something that you've never seen before. You don't see it regular season. You only see it in the playoffs. But Heat expected lineup is Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. Kyle Lowry is a game time decision. Hero is out, Jovic is out. Looking at that with no Hero, those 20 points got to come from somewhere else. And I think Max Strus is that person that's going to get those points. Kevin Love is now on the Miami Heat. If Kevin Love, I've been telling everybody the same thing. If Kevin Love can go out and get 12 points and 7 rebounds, I'm taking Miami every time. Because one, if you look at Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not consistent. Bobby Portis is not consistent. Kevin Love, he had a long career in the NBA. He was always consistent. If he could come and be consistent, and Bobby Portis isn't consistent, I'm giving the advantage to Miami. And then Giannis is game time, so if Giannis is not playing, full advantage to Miami in Miami. But for the sake of, since he's still in the lineup, I'm going to still go Milwaukee since Giannis is still in the lineup. Even though it says game time decision beside his name, he's still in the lineup. So I'm going to go Milwaukee beating Miami. Yeah, I'm going to go Milwaukee. If there's no Giannis, Milwaukee is not winning. Just saying. And since it's game time decision, I don't want to put my bet on Giannis, so I'm gonna have to just branch around and find my other picks. I'm gonna go probably like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday for assists, 8.5 assists, that's easy pick. 8.5 higher. I should pick assists and no, we're just gonna pick assists. Middleton, we're gonna go with rebounds and assists. 11 rebounds and assists or higher. Last game he had 13 rebounds and assists. Let me look at the game before that. It might be a deal breaker. Game before that, he still had 13. He good, Middleton. Okay. And Lopez just got to get 6 boards. He hasn't been getting no boards. He ain't been getting no boards. Grayson Allen. Points, rebounds, assists. I could do that. 14 points, rebounds. Well, 13.5 rebounds, points, and assists. If he could get 14, he had 16 points last game. If he could duplicate that, you're in the green. And I also, like I mentioned, I only picked these 3 players because Giannis says game time decision. I didn't want to pick him, and then he's not playing, and now I automatically got a red because he wasn't playing, and I was going to pick over. So I usually pick over. That's my go-to, unless you're Devin Booker. Somebody like Devin Booker, and you only got one talent, and his one talent is offense. Defense, you ain't got to worry about him. That's passing, you don't got to worry about him. Rebounding, you don't got to worry about him. Points, you got to worry about him. But then again, he might have an off night and don't have no points. He might just be in the way. But let's get to it. Miami, pick 2 players off of Miami. Jimmy Butler. Rebounds and assists, 12. I would do that, but he had an off game in general, the team had an off game. And he doesn't have Tyler Hero, so I'm not going with assists. I know that for sure. I'm not going with anything that has assists. He don't have Tyler Hero to give it to. We'll come back to Jimmy. I know Bam, probably some boards. I don't know about boards. I don't do boards for Bam. I do points. And you don't. That's too high. I don't know. Let's see. Who else do they have? Desmond. I said Desmond. Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. Okay, this gonna be a little difficult to pick. Gabe Vincent had 16 points last game, 3 assists, 15 points and 6 assists the game before. Okay, I'm gonna go points and assists higher for Gabe Vincent. He is in the lineup, isn't he? He's a starting point guard. So I got points and assists for Gabe Vincent. He's starting over Kyle Lowry. So I got faith in you, my guy. Strus. Let's just go Jimmy with rebounds. Jimmy might get the boards. 6 boards, never mind. That's too high, bro. Bam don't even get 6 boards. What makes you think I'm gonna pick Jimmy to pick 6 boards? Bam only had 5 boards last game. You think I'm gonna pick him to go? But that's the thing. It's a toss-up, bro, because I don't pick Bam for 9 rebounds in a heartbeat if I know Giannis isn't playing. But it's a game time decision. All right, let's just pick Jimmy. We're gonna go Jimmy with we're gonna go Jimmy hitting the 3. Jimmy just gotta hit 1 3 the whole game. 1 3. If he can make 1 3, this is green. And like I mentioned in another podcast or video, I don't necessarily play these picks. These are just for the sake of the video or the podcast. Yes, these are educated guesses, but they're still guesses. They're not guaranteed. I'm not saying that these are sure picks, sure locks, but these are good educated guesses based off of what I'm going over with the lineups, the injuries, and the previous games. You can see all that. You can see all the previous game stats on the app, but I'm going over the lineups and the injuries and things of that sort. But let's go ahead and go over these picks. We got Drew Holiday, 8.5 assists, higher, so 9 or more assists. Chris Middleton, 11 rebounds and assists, higher, so 12 rebounds and assists. We got Grayson Allen, 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So if he could do anything to get 14 on his stat sheet somewhere, 14 accumulated on his stat sheet, it's good. Jimmy Butler just got to hit 1 3. And I know he's going to be shooting threes because they lost Hero. Somebody's going to have to take those shots. Gabe Vincent, I got him getting 15 points and assists, which he did previously twice. That would have been green previously, the past 2 games of the series. So I think those are good picks. 15 or more points. So we got to get 16 points and assists. Those are my picks for that game. I think there's one more game for the night. Memphis at Los Angeles Lakers. The expected lineup is for Memphis. The expected lineup for Memphis is Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, and Xavier Tillman. Adams is out. LaRavia is out. And like I just mentioned, Ja is a game time decision. It's a toss-up. We're not sure if he's going to play or not. But I just want to give them credit. I didn't think that was going to happen. They pulled off the win with no Ja Morant and no Steven Adams. Lakers expected lineup is Russell, Reeves, LeBron, Vanderbilt, and AD, LeBron, and Dennis Schroeder. Game time decision. I think they're playing, yes, I do. But it says game time decision, so just be on alert. In my opinion, I think if Ja plays, LeBron and AD are going to play. I don't really, Schroeder is really not that big of a factor. They could do good without him. But if Ja Morant plays, I think LeBron and AD are going to play. At least AD is going to play if Ja plays. But in LA, if all these game time decisions were to say they're not playing, I'm going to have to go with Memphis. If these game time decisions are playing, I'm going to give it to LA. But for the sake of not knowing who's going to play, and I don't know anything. I just know what I'm giving right here, game time decision. And this game is at 10 p.m. So I gotta wait until 9:59 to see if he's warming up and see if he's actually gonna be in the game. So I'm still gonna go with the Lakers on this one. I believe that home crowd is gonna help them just enough to get over the hump and beat the Grizzlies. And yeah, let's see. It really depends. It's a toss-up because these game time decisions are everywhere. Ja, LeBron, AD, and Schroeder. That's four players. That's four players right there. 3 stars in their game time decisions. So we'll see what happens. Since I know AD, Ja, and LeBron are game time decisions, we'll try to pick around those players. We're not going to pick those players. We'll pick around them for the sake of knowing that they are playing and knowing that it's a game time decision. Looking on here, they don't show Ja, but they show LeBron and AD, so they might be playing. I don't know. But the first pick, of course, I'm going to have to make is the Defensive Player of the Year, higher than 8 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr. He got him higher than 8 rebounds. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go rebounds and assists just to have a little bit of leeway. 9.5 rebounds and assists. So if he get 10 rebounds and assists, that's a green. And I think he's gonna get that because with no Ja, Jackson is the foreman. He's the front runner. Dylan Brooks. Oh man. No, we're not gonna pick Dylan Brooks. Who else was here? Desmond Bane. That's who I was looking for. I'm gonna have Desmond Bane. Wow, bro. I don't want to pick this dude. I don't want to pick nobody. I just wanted to pick 2 off of them. I guess I'm gonna pick him. See what Tillman. Let's go like David Tillman. I got Tillman getting 10 points. 10 or more points. Or I could go points, rebounds, assists, and he get 20. He had 22 and 13 last game, so I ain't even, it's no lack of, he gets buckets. He gets rebounds. I'm gonna go points and rebounds. 17.5 points and rebounds for Xavier Tillman. And let's pick the rest off the Lakers, because I do think they're gonna win. I'm not gonna pick LeBron or AD, because game time decisions, apparently. I'm not gonna pick Schroeder, he's all the way up, he's the last option. The game time decision. Roy Hachimura. We're gonna go Roy for, no, not gonna go Roy. We need 3 players. Vanderbilt, let's see what Vanderbilt. I just really need rebounds. I usually pick rebounds higher, there we go, rebounds. Higher than 5.5 rebounds for Vanderbilt. 6 rebounds, my guy. 6 rebounds. Or points and rebounds. How many points you had last game? 8 and 8. You had 8 and 8. So I'm gonna go points and rebounds, 11.5. You get 12 rebounds and points and you're good. As Vanderbilt, D'Lo, I'm gonna go maybe rebounds and assists, higher than 9 rebounds and assists. Last game he had 7 rebounds, 4 assists. The game before that, he had four rebounds and 7 assists. Game before that, 8 and 3. So he gets it. He gets that done. One more player. I might just go Austin Reeves. I don't know. I don't see the hype behind him. He's basically Caruso. But yeah, I'm not gonna really dwell on that. Rebounds, assists, 8. I want to go rebounds and assists for him. But my final picks for the Lakers against Memphis, we got Jaren Jackson Jr., 9.5 rebounds and assists, higher. We got Xavier Tillman, 17.5 points and rebounds, higher. Austin Reeves, 8 rebounds and assists, higher. D'Angelo Russell, 9 rebounds and assists, higher. And Jared Vanderbilt, 11.5 points and rebounds. And I think that was the last game of the night. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Make sure you guys check out Underdog and use my code, or you guys could click on that. I think it's just a link, my Underdog link, and you guys will be brought to the page to sign up. Also, make sure you guys check out the other episodes. Interact with me, ask me some questions. I can let you guys know my input on these games, NBA playoffs, or maybe just a player in general, and you'll have something to look back on, and I'll answer your question. Also, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, or however you guys do it. I know this is on YouTube, so you can subscribe. As far as the podcast, make sure you follow on like Spotify, follow the podcast page, be notified when I put out more. Try to stay consistent. You know, I had a family emergency, but you back on it, and we're gonna stay going strong. So till next time, peace.